It's the Don't Make It Weird podcast with your hosts, Daniel and Dinasaurus.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back. It is finally time. It's been so long. We're on episode number 32 of the Don't Make It Weird podcast, and we're coming back with a little bit of family tie. Episode 32. Our podcast is a freaking adult now. It's got a kid. It's doing mature things. It drinks nice red wine and doesn't just pound Coors Light. Not a sponsor. You know, our podcast is really going somewhere at this point, and gosh darn it, even though it took it a long time, we're proud of it. But you know who we're always proud of, folks? I am joined, as always, by the hearty, harmonious, heroic heartthrob of Hanukkah herself, Dinasaurus. What's up, Dina?
I'm ready to be Jewified.
That's what she said. Let's go strong, baby.
Alrighty.
Oh, God. You know, in all my life, I've never had anyone say that to me, so I'm a little disappointed that I haven't had a sultry Jewify me, Daniel.
Oh, God.
Yeah. This is what you started,
wait,
Dina. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Can't forget my microphone.
Oh yes, you're tiny. But you know who has comments about the tiny microphone? Audience. He can't stand it. He knows you planned it. He's gonna set it straight. This episode's fate. He can't stand how the show reads when he's here because the typo-filled script sheet ain't crystal clear. So while you sit back and wonder why Daniel's a thorn in his side, Dina's hair ain't a mirage, he's telling all y'all, it's producer Sean.
I think I heard another Dana in there.
Sure
Yeah,
did.
I did. I fucked that up. Yeah, I got a little too excited. I was really pumped up about this one.
He was doing his best Beastie Boys impression, though. Props, buddy. Respect.
Yeah, respect. I mean, listen. So, guys, this is going to be another special episode. We are going to have the first ever Don't Make It Weird Hanukkah Spectacular. And look at it. We are all dressed for the occasion. Dina, what have you got on for the folks that might not be visually taking in your majesty?
A t-shirt and pajama bottoms?
Okay, I thought it was Jewish related. I thought there was
No,
like
it just says, "Can I pet your dog?"
Oh, well, okay. It was like gold. I couldn't see it. It was the Hanukkah colors.
Oh.
Yellow, blue, and gold. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely picked out blue for Hanukkah, but...
Okay, well, there you go. Well, I mean, listen, all good Jewish people like to pet their dogs on Hanukkah or pet other people's dogs, so that's fair.
Not a reach at all, buddy.
That's not a stereotype
Very holy,
I
in
was
fact.
aware of.
Yeah, no, it's fine. And producer Sean, what have you got on for the folks?
I am wearing my special edition yarmulke from the Quigley wedding, actually.
Hey, there you go. All right.
Dina, I can't take it. It looks like a lollipop, like a half-eaten
I
lollipop.
can't handle your tiny mic.
So for the people at home, you know those TikTok
hold it
videos
closer.
that people have like mini microphones? I'm so cheap, I wouldn't buy one. So I made one out of a Q-tip.
Oh,
Cotton swab.
okay. Yeah.
I
Not
painted it
sponsored.
myself.
My wife just like walked by and like crop dusted the episode. She's just like, yeah, that sounds like a personal problem. Tiny mics. Yeah. And producer Sean's also got his Adam Sandler 8 Crazy Nights background, and he's looking good. I feel very festive. I feel in the spirit. You know, I've got my happy Lamaka shirt on, and even though the folks can't see it, I've got matching pajama bottoms on. So it's your menorah.
Dina's got her menorah ready.
Yeah. So this is gonna be a special episode. We're gonna talk a little bit through it, have a little Jewish theme, because for the folks at home that don't know, I am Jewish. Dina's mother was Jewish, so technically, she's not a practicing one of the tribe. She is a lost sister of ours, So, and Sean's had enough
Lost, but
latkes
not
in his
forgotten.
life that I've
been
count
sworn
him
in as an honorary Jew.
Yeah. When you've been to over 2 Jewish weddings, I think that it's like a stamp card.
I've signed a ketubah.
You have. It's hanging in my house.
I have a collection of yarmulkes. I think I qualify.
Yeah, well, there you go. So before we go any further, last week we had on our very first, and Dina, did you forget your very first time?
I'll never forget my very first time. Never.
Our very first guest ever, Peter Sean Tyrrell, came back, graced us with his present. Yes, he's Hanukkah, so we're already back in, Hanukkah.
He did give us the gift of his presence, is what you were trying to say.
And it's beautiful. And he came back on. We had Peter Sean Tyrrell 2, The Falconing, because the second book in his series, The Oath and Blood Price Part 2, is out now. And guys, I can't recommend enough. I can't, tell you guys to get enough. I mean, this is for your very health because he will kill you if you don't buy his book. Dina, what was your favorite part about having him back on for a repeat?
I would say that it has to be the. I can't take myself seriously.
Yeah, I can't get that tiny mic out there. It has to
be the 1 second pitch again, just because he took that and ran with it the first time.
Yes,
and I just liked hanging out with our drunk uncle.
Yeah. I mean, listen, would you say that the second time was as good as the first?
It's only up from here. It only gets better.
Yeah, there you go. No, I agree.
Such optimism.
No, I mean, such optimism. I mean, listen, I love asking about, the actual writing processes and stuff. And, even just his little glib, when I asked him, so what did you learn in the process of writing the second book? He's like, nothing. I'm fucking amazing. He's already been at the top.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Bless.
Oh, man. So
bless.
Bless.
I'm just looking forward to the special edition Stevie Wildcard version of his cover. That's when I'm slapping version. I'm slapping buy now on Amazon immediately, even if I already have the regular cover.
Oh yeah. No, listen, if we can get a hardcover of Stevie's cover, man. Sell out. Dina, you just calm down with the tiny mic. My God, you're going to distract us this whole episode.
Okay, so here's the thing. I've had this for a month, and it's just been sitting there, but it's so small that I forget. Oh, yeah, I forget that I had it, and so I'm just really excited that I remembered.
Oh, there you go. I'm glad that we could be a part of this. No, this is a clip.
A jumper cable?
It's a clip.
Yeah, it's just
no, it's a microphone.
Like a back. Yeah, no, it's a mic. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I have a tiny mic too. See,
yeah, we all have tiny
Sean's got a beautiful tiny mic. Yeah, we got that tiny mic energy. So,
got that black mic energy. No.
I want the Bob Barker microphone that's just like a really long, like a spaghetti noodle with a tiny ball in the end. It's like holding it from out here, barely.
The Colt had one of those for our singing group.
Oh, speaking of the Colt.
You know what? Speaking of. So, one of the cool things for, it's been a couple weeks out now, but the support that we've gotten, the people who've reached out, the people who viewed it, that commented, that took part in this Cult episode, to me, this is one of the coolest ones that we've ever did. So, I mean, Dina, what's it been like for you having this out there? Just kind of, you bared your soul and, scary as hell, right?
No. No. So everybody keeps messaging me and saying how brave I am and stuff, and it was just life, so I'm like, oh, thank you. I don't know how to respond to people yet, so maybe I just haven't processed it yet.
So it's kind of like when you compliment a girl that they can't take the compliments, they're like, okay, I'm pretty, shut up.
You look like you're from Ohio. Sorry. Did you guys see my tweet? No. Somebody commented under my Thirsty Thursday picture and said, by the way, you're a solid 8. And I said, and you look like a solid Ohioan.
That's messed
so
up, man.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Incredible.
So I'm gonna try to, temper myself, because we're gonna come back. We're gonna do another Cult episode at some point. I think the people like it. I think it was really fascinating. But I do want to ask one question, especially because you talked about the tiny mic and the noodle and the music and stuff. What you said in our little note here, because you don't give me any context, is secular music, no guitars, no drums, clapping on 1 and 3, not 2 and 4. Keyboards were rebellious.
Yeah. So you don't get to listen to regular music in the Cult. You can only listen. No, there was no Tay-Tay. Actually,
no T-Swizzle?
At summer camp, there was a whole video about how she was part of the Illuminati.
Oh,
yeah, and like we were sinners if we listened to that because so she's got a song called "I Knew You Were Trouble," and I just distracted myself. I'm glitching like the Illuminati.
Yeah, we're talking about Illuminati right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I Knew You Were Trouble. And it says, flew me to places that I've never been. And people are like, oh my God, she's talking about how she went to hell and back because of the Illuminati. Anyway, that aside, don't get me on a Taylor Swift rant. Music was all a sin. You can't have drums because drums are sinful, which there's like ties to, there's ties.
Fornication.
Pretty much. There's ties to it being racist, like links to like being anti-Africa because of the drums and the rhythms and how they're all demon possessed, and it's very, very racist, the theory behind that one. I just knew it as drums are sexual, so you can't listen to those. Guitar, some liberal IFB cult would have guitar.
The hippies.
Yeah, pretty much. You can... But, like, so clapping, you know how, like, you would normally clap, excuse me, to a song? You have to clap on certain beats because you can't start, maybe I have it reversed, but you can't start clapping to start the beat off because that's what makes it a sin. You have to clap on, so you would have to clap on the 2 and 4, not the 1 and 3. Like, to do your count.
2 and 4 is normal.
Okay, so then it's 1 and 3. You have to.
1 and 3 would be the start.
I don't remember the beats anymore, but you can't.
But it's off tempo, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's off tempo. Otherwise, it's sinful. And then you can't. You have to start every song by singing first. You can't have instruments first because instruments would be the lead, and then that takes it away from God. That's sinful because that's an idol.
Well, you know what? Also, Dina said beat off, and I can't not comment on that. Dina's giving me a little bit of a death stare here, but
oh my God.
It's all right. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. So, like we said, guys, we're going to be getting into a little bit of Hanukkah action, and you know, like as I said at the beginning of the episode, Dina,
Hanukkah action. That's what she said.
Oh, I like that too. We are going to test Dina's knowledge on what Hanukkah is and maybe some of the traditions. You know, it's kind of like Ask the Gentile. And I've told her she's not allowed to research. She's not allowed to look it up. So we'll see if she cheated and came prepared. So Dina, tell us what you know about Hanukkah.
Okay, so I have 2 theories, and I never know which one is right, which one I made up in my head, which one is real. So the first theory, I'm pretty sure that Hanukkah, it doesn't really make sense, but I think it's about slavery. But then, like, I think that I'm gaslighting myself on that one because if it's about slavery, the 8 days, we weren't slaves for 8 days. That doesn't even fucking make sense. No. So I don't think that can be accurate. So if we've got 8 days symbolism, then it would have to be something like, I'm just thinking because of the candles and 8-day symbolism that it has to do with a rabbi or like something in the temple. I don't know. But I don't know what 8 days actually means. And I don't even know if we still have a temple. Did we get that back? I don't know.
So, I mean, listen, I'm not going to give the entire full story of Hanukkah. I mean, listen, you're kind of, you know, had some
slavery was right.
There.
I thought I was gaslighting myself.
All right, so I'm going to give you guys the quick Spark Notes version of. Oh, sorry, let me get my mic. The quick Spark Notes version of the Hanukkah story. Basically, the Maccabees, which were the only badass Jewish warriors in history, pretty much, defeated the Syrian army, reclaiming back the Second Temple. And to celebrate, they're like, hey, let's light up our candles. Let's get crazy again. They only had enough oil for one night. It miraculously lasted 8 crazy nights. Also, they fought elephants. My wife wanted us to know that was very important that the Syrian army had elephants, and the Maccabees defeated elephant riding badasses. For more information and more complete understanding of the Hanukkah story, please watch the Rugrats episode or Full Court Miracle on Disney Plus. So, not a sponsor.
Everything I know about Hanukkah, I learned from the Rugrats.
Yeah.
Do I need to add that to my reading and my watch list?
Yep. We're going to give you all three things: 8 Crazy Nights by Sandler, Rugrats Hanukkah Special, and Full Court Miracle. And Sean, I know you haven't watched Full Court Miracle, which is a basketball thing, not a sex thing.
I haven't.
Dina.
Yeah, Dina.
Listen, it could be a lot of things. Sports ball grudge match.
So to continue Dina's Jewish education, it's time for a very special game segment. But before I can even get to that, Dina, I believe you have a very special story time for the audience.
Today, we're going to talk about the time that I found a dead guy in the Wendy's parking lot.
Oh, we've been waiting a few weeks for this one.
Yeah, it can't be kosher. That can't be kosher.
It's definitely not.
Baconator, not kosher, and also not a sponsor.
All right, guys, pig. So it is time for a very special game segment. And instead of playing in this one, me being the kosher one in the group, I'm going to be your guide, your game host, as we play a very special round of Are They Jewish? Now, where this comes from is there's a lot of unexpected Jews out there and people that, for me, for example, my last name's Quigley. I, don't look Jewish. And it's very possible that me, my wife, and my daughter are the only 3 Jewish Quigleys in all of recorded history, because that's a very strong Irish Catholic last name. So, in honor of Jews can look and sound a lot of different ways, we're going to try to see what producer Sean and Dinasaurus do with celebrities out here. So we are playing a very special round of Are They Jewish? And if you are watching on the podcast, not watching on YouTube, you're going to miss some great visuals. So, go back and check it out later. But,
just so you guys know ready? Ahead of time, Daniel prepared a slide deck for us that we have not seen, and I already hate it. So let's go ahead with this.
This is literally the most work I've ever put into the podcast, and I might never work this hard again.
This is why I'm an 8 out of 10.
All right, here we go. Here's our first one. Jason Biggs.
The pie fucker.
He Jewish?
Remember when we told you about American Pie?
Is he the pie fucker?
Yes, he's the pie fucker.
From American Pie, yeah.
Oh, forever the pie fucker. And I always assumed he was Jewish.
He's not Jewish.
Going no. All right, and Sean?
I always assumed he was, but Dina's probably right.
I feel like looking at him, I want to be Jewish, but I feel like no.
All right, we got 2 votes for no, and you guys would be correct. No.
Mazel. Good things.
He is not Jewish. Oy vey. Next up on our Are They Jewish? Yeah. Next on the Are They Jewish list, we have Zachary Levi.
Wait, so just so we're clear, do you want the oy vey if they're not Jewish, or if we get the question wrong?
Question wrong. That's
okay.
Zachary Levi. That's my babe. I love Chuck. He's not Jewish.
I don't think he is.
Oh, but Levi. Shit.
Final answers?
Son of a bitch.
I always thought he was named after jeans.
Motherfucker's gotta be Jewish. I didn't even put that together. Okay, yeah, he's Jewish.
I'm
His full name.
No.
Final answer?
I never got the inclination he was Jewish.
All right. Sean is correct. Dina is wrong.
Mazel. Good things.
Good things.
Well, they got given oy vey for Dina being wrong, though.
Oy vey.
There we go.
So okay, Sean if either of us are wrong, I'm going to go with the oy vey.
Okay, there you go. So far, Sean's got an early lead on the his Judar is so far better than Dina's. Next up, we have The Office's own.
Ooh, John Krasinski.
Yeah, I don't know why his name didn't show up on this, but
John Krasinski.
I don't think he's Jewish. Look at that smile. I love him.
Whoa. If they have a nice smile, they can't be Jewish, Dina?
He's just adorable.
What? No!
He can't be Jewish. Look at that smile.
And he's the most attractive person ever.
I want to say yes. I want to say he's Jewish based on his name. Krasinski sounds Jewish to me,
right,
but I don't know.
We have one yes, and Dina, what's your final answer?
No.
All right. Well, we are tied up. He is not Jewish. Oy vey. Yeah, all right. Now we're getting into the good stuff. Here we go. Next up, we have singer-songwriter Pink.
Oh.
Fuck, do we know her real name?
Don't look it up. You have to make your guess based on Pink.
No, I don't think she's Jewish.
Her name's Alicia Moore.
Damn it, Sean.
I don't think she's Jewish.
Got one for no. Producer Sean.
For some reason, I want to say that she mentioned that she was Jewish because Kelly and I watched the documentary that she made like a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say yes. I'm going with yes. That's what my gut says.
Gut says. All right, Dina, can you sing me a little Pink? Just give me like a bar here.
Oh my god.
I've had a shit day. Is that one of her songs? I've had a shit day. Is that one of hers?
I don't know, but I like it.
I don't remember.
It
her
should
songs.
be
It's been
if it
too
isn't.
Yeah. So the answer is Pink is Jewish.
Hey,
Mazel, mazel.
Wow.
Good things.
I knew it.
There we go. Why is my text not a thing? Yes. All right. We have the boss.
I assumed that. Hold on. Go back to that real quick.
Uh-huh.
I fully assumed that the dreidel and the Star of David doing a dab meant yes, correct.
Yes, that is correct.
That was the implication, right?
Yes.
I love it when people do dabs. That's the quickest way to my heart. If you just like dab all of a
Dab
sudden,
it
because I
out.
can't do it right.
You can't
So
dab right.
Tim
It's
will
not
do that.
hard.
No, like I don't know what to do. Like my hand goes out here. Like what do I?
Look at the dreidel. Look at the Star of David. That's how you dab.
This is a dab then, if that's the case.
No, you got to put your head down and your elbow.
You gotta get the head down. You gotta get sharp angles here.
Anyway, when we're in an argument, if Tim wants to shut me up, he just dabs and I lose my shit.
Wait, that's how Tim argues? Is he dabs on
He
you?
knows you well.
Because he
knows
can't
you well.
win.
That's just like argument over. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
dab on you. I have no words. That's incredible. I'm gonna try that on my wife. I'll
We
let
have
you know
fun.
how that goes for me.
We have fun.
We have fun. All right. So next up we have the boss, Bruce Springsteen.
I'm pretty sure he is. I feel like I've heard that before. He's definitely Jewish.
I want to say Springsteen isn't his actual name, or Bruce isn't his actual
I
name.
didn't think that was an indicator.
So I can't go based on name here. I really don't know. And what you're saying, yes?
Yeah, I think he's Jewish.
Okay, just to keep it interesting, I'm going to disagree with you. I'm going to say no, he's not Jewish.
All right. I like it. I like that we're having a little battle here. Producer Sean is right again.
Hey,
Oy vey.
I totally knew
So
that.
bad at these games. Sponge.
Sponge. Yeah, there you go. Excellent done.
It's
Next
just a
up,
50-50
we
shot.
have the pride of Hogwarts himself, Daniel
He's not
Radcliffe.
He's not even Hufflepuff.
Oh, I know. I just wanted to put Hufflepuff up there because that's the best house.
Excellent design work here, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no,
I
Daniel
don't-
Radcliffe isn't Jewish.
I don't think he is.
Got two no's? All right, well, you're both wrong. Daniel Radcliffe is one of the tribe, baby.
Oh my god.
Oy vey. Yeah, look, we're
Oy
rocking and rolling right now. Bless. Next
Bless.
up, we've got, again,
Paul Rudd.
I'm so annoyed that names aren't on here. Paul
The sexiest
Rudd.
man alive, Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
sexiest man alive. Doesn't age.
He ages in reverse. Have you seen him?
Oh my god, it's incredible.
I feel like he might be Jewish.
I like your confidence. Yeah, he could be.
I'm going to say no.
Technically, aren't we all Jewish?
Wait, are we all Jewish? The answer is, well, turns out Dina's finally got one right. He is Jewish, baby.
Mazel,
Shalom,
mazel. Good
bitch.
things.
Shalom, bitch. Mazel. Good things.
Good things, good thing. And we've got a queen herself, Meryl Streep.
10 out of 10, she's a Jew.
Wow, I wish I had your confidence. I really don't know. So I'm gonna. I just feel like I'm just disagreeing with you just to disagree with you.
I like you being a contrarian. No, I'm good with it. Well, producer Sean, your gut's right again because she is not Jewish.
Oy vey.
This game's stupid.
What even is a Jew? Well, don't worry. We've got Sean's heartthrob, ScarJo. Scarlett Johansson.
No, she's not Jewish.
I would venture a guess that her husband is Jewish, but I don't think she is. I think that Colin Jost is Jewish, and she is not.
I don't actually know if Colin Jost is. We should look that up.
But maybe he wanted to marry a
because it doesn't matter because she's Jewish.
Oh, wow. Okay. I was
Wait, what did I say?
Oy vey.
You said no.
You said no.
Oh.
But yeah,
We
I
both
mean,
said
I'm interested in figuring out if she married kosher, man. I mean, listen, we got some pretty women in our Jewish community here. You know, we're rocking and rolling here. Sean's boy, Jack Black.
Jack Black is Jewish. I know that.
He is?
Sean, you had a chance to get a point here, and your confidence is going to sway Dina.
All right, I'll follow Sean.
Unbelievable. I was hoping
Am I
to
wrong?
get Sean
I
on
mean,
this.
Daniel, he looks kind of like you, so
He
maybe.
looks like me, so that could be, yeah. I'm with you. I would have been so disappointed if Sean got this wrong, so, yeah, he's kosher. Jack Black's
Mazel, mazel.
I
Good.
knew it.
Yep, he's one of
Jables
us.
is a close personal friend of mine, so yeah, I know him well.
Yeah, exactly. Calls them up on the weekends, they, ganache, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And next up we have Adam fucking Driver.
Ooh, he's Kelly's favorite. Oh, she's wooing in the other room. I can
Yeah,
hear her through the fucking wall.
Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, he could be Jewish.
Alright, you got dark.
I agree. If I had to guess, I would say he's dark
He's
Jew.
got like the dark features.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. Unfortunately, you're both wrong. Adam Driver.
Oy vey.
Well, we won't be having children, that's for sure.
But don't worry,
You know
guys.
what
You have a chance.
my method here is just like picturing what would they look like in full Orthodox like get up.
But he would look good in full.
My method is very
He would
scientific.
look so Jewish. He would literally look like
He
the
looks so
Jewish
good.
rabbis out of like the Simpsons. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
well, Sean, I hope you're ready to picture our next guest in full rabbinic garb because we have Harrison Ford.
Oh, a couple of solos right in a row, huh?
Definitely Jewish.
I'm gonna say no.
Oh, Sean, I'm so glad that we got a Star Wars character wrong for you, buddy, because he is a Jew.
Mazel, mazel.
yeah.
Good things.
I knew that. It's in the
Shalom,
fucking
bitch.
song. I feel like an idiot.
It's in the song.
It's literally in the song. Oh.
Bless.
I'm just trying to disagree with Dina.
Not that Dina
that's
knows
a
who
Jew.
this is, but this is Weird Al Yankovic.
How would I not know who Weird Al Yankovic
Weird Al
is?
Yankovic
White and
is-
nerdy, let's go.
You're
10
incredibly
million % Jewish.
young. 10
Yeah.
million %. Man, look at that hair.
Isn't he in the song too?
No, he's not in the Hanukkah song, no.
They update it every year. I'm pretty sure he's in it.
Not every year,
Yeah, they
but
haven't updated in quite some time.
there's been like 4 versions of it in 20 years.
No, you guys are wrong.
Okay. Producer Sean, we'll look this up after the game.
As a woman.
As a woman.
As
Well,
no,
literally
he's definitely
Adam
Jewish,
Sandler
though.
himself.
Look at it and weep.
Oh,
Weird
no.
Al,
Oy vey.
not a Jew.
So he must be Catholic.
Yeah. We got one left. How are we feeling,
I'm
gang?
broken.
Yeah.
I've been surprised by a lot of these. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah, no, listen,
Can
I
you
didn't
put
wanna make
Adam Sandler in there so I can get one?
Is Seth Rogen Jewish? I don't know.
Is he? I don't know.
yes,
yeah.
he's very,
Yeah, oh, okay.
very. All right, I got one for you. This is our last one here, so this is gonna be a toughie, and I hope you guys are
Don't
prepared.
put my picture up there.
Oh my God.
10 out of 10, Jew.
You evoked Saint Barbara. Saint Barbara.
Saint Barbara.
Barbara.
She is the unofficial saint of Judaism. She is 1,000,000% Jewish.
Zev would literally die for her to do this.
Yep.
And I just wanted
Surprised
to make sure
she's
that
not.
we knew. And if the text was here,
Mazel. Good things.
Good
it
things.
would say,
Shalom, bitch.
you're goddamn right she is.
Good things. Good things.
Good things. Good things. Woo! All right, gang. How are we feeling after a little round of Are They Jewish?
Defeated.
Well, I feel dumb about the Harrison Ford thing, but I was tunnel vision on just disagreeing with Dina and didn't really think about it. So
You're
That's
a
what always
competitor.
happens to Daniel, and it never works for him. So how do you feel?
I can't not do it. I mean, and
Who
listen,
won, though? I'm pretty sure Sean won.
yeah, Sean definitely won.
I kept score for like the first 4 or 5, and then I forgot after that. So
Yeah, he won on a solid winning streak and left you in the dust.
Yeah.
Mazel.
Good
Good
things.
things.
My microphone
things.
is
Good
leaking
things.
on me.
And listen, there were more on this list. I just didn't want to take like 20 minutes on this, but I mean, listen, there were some more surprising ones because I tried to go out of my way to find like you wouldn't necessarily know it.
Jennifer Lawrence, is she Jewish?
You found some good ones.
Yeah, J Law ain't Jewish.
No, I just wanted to say it.
I love her. She is bae. All right, guys. Now that we've had a good little game segment, gotten to know the Jewish people, it's time for me and Dina to get into a little discussion, a little chat about basically Hanukkah and a lot of Jewish stuff not really existing. I mean, especially Hanukkah in book, movie, literary form. Like, you think about holiday movies and like, there has been a million movies and stuff made with Jews and Jewish cultures, Jewish families, all of that. But there's no like Hanukkah movie, like Christmas movies that come out every year, And so, I just wanted to get your kind of thoughts and feelings about, because I know you're trying to connect with your roots a little bit and just the search for finding this.
I got really frustrated, honestly. Like, I was starting to get angry a little bit because I posted on Twitter so many times that we needed like an author for a book about Hanukkah, and nobody, absolutely nobody. There was one book that came out on my birthday, and like it was traditionally published, and like we couldn't get an answer from her. But like everything else had like 2-star, 1-star ratings on Goodreads if they were indie, and people were like, it's offensive or it's just absolute like garbage. And I was just like, and there was only like 15 selections on Goodreads. Like it was super frustrating. Like, what the hell, guys?
Yeah. It makes me want to be like, all right, well, I just need to have like a Hanukkah themed, book. Maybe I can create a niche here. I mean, but it's something that we've talked about a little bit off air, and a lot of people equate, Hanukkah as being like just as significant as Christmas. Like, this is the Jewish Christmas, and yeah, like we do give gifts, and it is a thing, but it's not the same thing. Like, you might have like a little Hanukkah party, but it's not like the big family gathering like Passover is. It's not a high holy day like, we talked about earlier. It's just kind of, it's almost like a shoehorned in holiday where they're just like, look, we want to include Jews, so Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, let's just all wrap this up together.
Yeah, and I didn't know any of that either. I thought that Hanukkah was like...
Dina, your microphone's backwards.
Sure is.
Atta girl.
So I can't get it to stay. It keeps falling. Have you guys seen it?
Oh, that seems fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, no, I thought that Hanukkah was like the Jewish equivalent of Christmas. I thought that it was a really big deal. And it's fucking not. So basically, mainstream media has lied to me.
A little bit. I mean, again, it's not to say we don't like it and have some fun, but there's just not a lot you can do. You can spin some dreidels, you can flip some latkes, and, dreidel is basically a gambling game, so, lose your money, kids, during the holidays. But yeah, it's it's a nice thing, but it's just not like, no one's getting upset that their kid didn't come home for Hanukkah this year,
Yeah. It was really frustrating. Like, there's very little Jewish representation in literature from what I found in my hunt for a Hanukkah book.
So So, I mean, I'll tell you one other thing just to kind of like go off this that I've always been kind of frustrated with. And maybe, you know, as people read this, or maybe as you guys think about it, you can come up with some examples. A lot of times when you see Jewish characters or Jewish themes in books or in movies, it's either the comic relief, it's, you know, kind of about the neurotic family. And again, you know, the neurotic family is pretty accurate. Like, I get why people do it, because Jewish families are neurotic as hell. But it's like family pieces. Like, we don't get like the badass Jewish character. Like, there's not Jewish Rambo. You know what I mean? And like, so you're kind of pigeonholed with your Jewish characters that you see in a lot of media and stuff as they're either the lawyer or they're, you know, the goofy best friend. They're the Seth Rogen. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right. Wow. Yeah, we have that stereotype down, don't we?
Yeah. And like, and it's tough because like when you think about like, you know, Hanukkah, we have the Maccabees. These are the Jewish warriors. These are the badasses. And, you know, they're not really known about much. They're not, you know, thought of in the same...
Even on Friends, when they talked about the Maccabees, I didn't think they were badasses.
Yeah. And like, that's the thing, though, too, is like, you know, there is a history of a lot of Jewish athletes and stuff, but it's a lot more old-fashioned, a lot fewer of them in modern day, except for baseball. We have pretty good representation in baseball. But, yeah, I mean, you know, as a kid growing up that, like, loved action movies and loved kung fu movies and anything with explosions, you know, that was something that, like, I guess always really bothered me, is there was never, like, the badass Jewish character. The closest we've gotten is the Hebrew Hammer, which is a comedy movie.
I love that movie.
I've never seen that. Do I need to add that to the list too?
definitely need to add the Hebrew Hammer. We're going to get you a full Jewish list here. And,
all right, fair.
But yeah, I mean, Sean, what about you? You've seen a lot of movies and stuff. Is there anything that comes to mind where you go, yeah, even as a villain, man, I'll take just someone that kicks a little bit of ass that was a Jewish character?
I mean, not really. I mean, I just always assume that Adam Sandler plays a Jew in every movie, and he actually made a joke that, like, usually when the movie's written, like, he's not playing a Jew, but like halfway through production, they're just like, we'll just make him Jewish. Just because it works.
Wait, does that mean the Waterboy is Jewish?
Yeah, I think they're all Jewish, man.
All right, I'll take that. Deep Woods, Louisiana.
No, Waterboy's probably not Jewish. But,
you know what? It's just really weird to think about in movies, like I'm fixated on it now because, yeah, it's always a stereotype. He's like the rich lawyer, or he's funny. Like, he's a comedian. Hey, Jerry Seinfeld. Like, that's all that we know. That's all that we know about the Jews in mainstream media. But wait, okay, this might be a stereotype. Aren't, like, most directors Jewish, too? Like, the prominent directors in Hollywood Jewish? So why don't we have more representation?
There is a lot of Jewish representation, but it's in the niche stuff. It's the World War... I mean, like, you know what? I will give one. We have Inglourious Bastards and the Bear Jew. That guy is now the poster child for badass Jews in in movies and stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of directors, producers, stuff like that are Jewish. Like, there's a huge Jewish influence in Hollywood. And I think you definitely, it's not to say there isn't Jewish representation. It's just not.
Do we not notice it?
I mean, there again, when you watch movies, TV shows and stuff, I mean, you know, Jews are a pretty small percent of the population. Like, we're like 1% of the population. So we probably have more representation than necessarily our population number indicates, but it's always background stuff, side characters, one-off episodes. It's not a diverse casting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But yeah, so there you go.
Scarlett Johansson should play a Jew.
Yeah, I mean,
okay, but wait,
yeah, could we make Black Widow Jewish? Can that be canon now? Like, I mean, there's a lot of Russian Jews.
It is canon.
Out there. Yeah.
Wait, but okay, so here's a question now. If we want more Jewish representation in literature and in pop culture and blah, 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 like, at what point are we just like, we would still be just forcing it to happen, right? Because you're not just going to naturally like have Black Widow go, by the way, I'm Jewish in the middle of a fight scene. Like,
They
how
should
do
have
you
just
make
given
that
her like a Jewish
natural?
burial, you know?
Oh my
Spoiler
god, I
alert.
forgot. She's dead.
Spoilers.
Tina's like,
Oh no,
Michael
It's happening
Jackson's
all over
dead.
again.
Give her a second to grieve. Yeah.
Sean Connery is dead. Robin Williams is dead.
Oh god, Robin Williams would have
I
been a good
fucking
one.
forgot. Oh my god, I need to stop drinking at the movie theater. Okay.
Oh my god.
Bless wine broth.
Okay, so anyway, we can't just randomly like have a menorah in the background and just be like, oh look, by the way, she's Jewish. Like,
I don't know. Maybe
So
that's
how would you
why
do that?
people
Well, I mean-
lean into stereotypes to like tell me you're Jewish without
Emphasize
telling
it.
me you're Jewish kind of situation.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, I think that in general, there is a decent amount of overall representation, but it's all the same. Like, the Jewish characters that you see in movies today are the same exact type of characters you would have seen 30, 40, 50 years ago. Like, they're not playing new roles. They're not doing new things with Jewish families, Jewish cultures, Jewish stories. It's
you're iconic.
yeah, it's like I said, we're the comedy guys and we're the lawyers or doctors.
Yeah.
You know, like I would love to see, like, there's a good book that is out there, The Golem and the Genie, and that's a pretty interesting one. It's, you know, got a lot of Jewish and Middle Eastern themes, using those mythologies, but you know, it's rare and in between. Like, you know, for all the Exorcist movies, all the you know, horror movies, it's always a Catholic priest. There's one movie, and I don't even remember the name, where they had a rabbi that did Kabbalah that was the one exorcising the demons.
Wait, who's the guy that is on You? His last name is Goldberg. Is he Jewish? Do we have a Jewish stalker? That'd be a new role.
Jewish stalker. Yeah, we're always very healthy in our relationships, just not with our parents.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
I dropped my mic.
So, I mean, just something to think about. So, you know,
Oh no,
maybe
I hope it's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so, you know, just something to think about as we kind of go forward is, like, you know, seeing Jews in different avenues, having them be different types of characters instead of just the pigeonholes. I think that's something I would like to see. And hopefully when we come around this time next year, we can find a actual book centered around Hanukkah and have a Hanukkah special author edition of Don't Make It Weird.
Or maybe
Hopefully
by the
the author
time,
of the matzo ball will see this and she'll come on the show.
There you go. We don't wanna get
or
the
maybe
matzo
there's
ball.
a Passover book we can feature in April.
I'm pretty sure Rugrats did that too, so we might just go with Rugrats again.
Yeah, we could just go with Rugrats. I mean, I have no problem with that.
What do you think, Dina? We'll just do a live viewing of Rugrats teaching you Jewish themes.
Yes.
Have you ever even seen
Thank you
Rugrats?
for
Like,
just
hold
saying
on.
yes. She's too young for it, man.
Oh God!
No, it was
you
on
don't
TV.
even-
I watched an episode, like, to be a rebel, but no, we weren't allowed.
Oh no!
Rugrats showed disobedient children and had negative stereotypes of parents.
Infants that walk and talk are the devil.
They are the devil. How dare they disobey their parents?
I've never seen SpongeBob either because it was sinful.
I could see SpongeBob being a little sinful.
Is it? I thought it was just a kid's show.
It is.
I mean,
yeah.
it walks the line where there's some very adult themes.
Well,
that
so
are
does
not
Shrek in
obvious.
Madagascar.
Well, sure, but like,
But I could watch those.
SpongeBob's been on for 20 years, so you know. Jesus, I remember when that came on TV.
Oh,
Ew,
God,
okay.
we're gold. All right. Before we get
So-
fully depressed, before we get out of here and get fully depressed, you know what's going to lift my spirits? Hearing about Dina's very special story time.
I forgot we were doing story time.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
been so
buddy.
long.
It's story time with Dinasaurus.
Okay, so we're going back, but not very far. So, like,
Just one doodaloo, Sean. Just one.
no, it's just one doodaloo. Just so it was actually for my friend's birthday. We were going to Universal Studios. We were actually on our way home the next day, and we were really hungry. I was really hungry. She wasn't really hungry. It was just me. I was getting hangry.
So you were high.
Yes, absolutely. I think we were drunk, but
God, you're just
don't
always
drink and
high,
drive.
aren't you? Jesus.
Yeah. I wasn't like drunk, so that sounds really bad. But I was aftermath hungry. Cocaine. So pepper cocaine.
Oh no.
We were stopping to get Wendy's, and we're waiting in line.
Not a sponsor?
Not a sponsor.
Baconator's
And
great, though.
fuck, I really want a chicken sandwich now. Okay. So we were waiting in line, and it was taking like forever. And I mean, I am very patient with fast food workers and restaurants, like anything, because I've been there, worked there.
Peasants.
I'm super patient. I will fucking wait forever. They're not peasants. I think we're going on about 15 to 20 minutes of just sitting, not moving. And finally I see the girl like directly in front of us. She gets out of her vehicle and goes over to the car that's at the box, and I see her like banging on the door. And we didn't really see anything that happened after that, but she kind of just like banged on the door, and she was like, and then like threw her arms up and then walked away, got back in her car, backs up, goes around this vehicle, and then another car that was in front of us, that's right, there was 2 cars in front of us, another car that was in front of us goes out and goes around that vehicle. But then that car backs up and gets back in front of me. And I'm like, that's fucking weird. Whatever. So we're waiting there again, still just sitting here. Finally, the car that backed up again goes out around again. I guess they had, like, remorse for cutting the line. I don't really know.
So when they'll say, Hushel, you get back in here. We don't cut the line.
Don't cut the line. No cuts. So, no soup for you. So I get up to the black truck that was in front of us that they banged on the window, and I'm sitting there again, and I'm like, oh my god, like, what is taking so long? I'm getting angry. And so I start to go around them, and as we drive by, I tell my friend in the passenger seat, and I'm like, look in the vehicle, see what's going on. And all of a sudden, as we're driving by, because I don't want to be a rubbernecker, I'm not like that, she goes, oh my god! She's just so screaming. She goes, are they dead?
Oh, it's multiple people?
No, just one person.
Okay.
So, they as in like a non, I don't know what gender they were. So, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, oh my god, they're dead. So, we get up to the window, and I bang my horn. I beat my horn or something like that. And the person startles. And I'm like, okay. All right, they're not dead. But then immediately after they, like, startle, they're slumped over again. Like, immediately back down. And I'm like, what is happening? So we get up to the window, and I'm like, hey, you have a dead guy in your drive-thru. Like, we can't place our orders or anything, right? And they're like, yeah, he's been there all day.
They just let it be there all day? What the fuck?
Yeah.
No.
So let me guess. Hold on a second. I'm guessing that you kicked it into neutral and just rolled the truck out of the way so you could get your fucking chicken sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Shannon would have done. Shannon's got to have her chicken nuggies, dog.
Oh my god, no. We just circled. After I got my food, we just circled again, and he's still, like, slumped over. Like,
did anyone call the police at any point?
I thought about it. I didn't, though.
God, this is why the Squid Games happens, guys. This right here is why the Squid Games happen.
And he's still there to this day.
To this day, he's a monument.
I'll go back.
Wendy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm more horrified by Wendy's like, yeah, we knew about the dead guy. We just fuck it.
Yeah, he's been there.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. That was a good one, man. I miss our story times. That was ridiculous. Dina, it's time to get back into the story time training to get the people what they want. So we got a little choose your own adventure lined up.
I'm ready. So next, we can choose from the KFC hot sauce fight. The time that I was supposedly hired for a job, but I actually wasn't.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was really awkward. And then we can talk about the time where I met my dad's elephant.
So the KFC hot sauce, is there a dead guy involved in that too? Like, did he just like throw hot sauce packets over a dead guy so you could get your order? Like,
no, that was my dad and I though. Oh. So that's a good one.
Oh, I like it, man. So Sean, which one do you think? Which one sounds the most boring? Which will definitely be the most interesting?
The most boring?
Well, yeah, because that's the rule.
They all sound pretty interesting, but like to me, hired for a job but not sounds the most boring.
Yeah, there you go. I mean,
also, it sounds like the reverse of what we saw or what we heard before. Got offered a job a different job that you were actually applying for, interviewed for the wrong job and got the offer anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like it. I almost feel like we need the symmetry. Yeah. All right.
Sister stories.
Since it is a festival of lights, since it is Hanukkah, it means that I must be the one to make the heroic sacrifice. It's time for another edition of Cringey Copulation.
Oh.
Okay, so it's in Messenger. And this is a chonky boy, baby. Strap in.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's what she said.
Oh yeah.
You know what I need to get ready for this? Miriam, can you put some chicken nuggets in the toaster oven for me? Yeah, I need some chicken nuggies, man. Yeah.
Dina, do you want to explain the origin of this, or are we just letting it roll where she lies?
So this is a fan fiction, a Simpsons / Barbra Streisand fan fiction that I found online by Big Boy Writer.
Big Boy Writer.
Big Boy Writer.
Oh, God. This is a chonker. Hold on, let me scroll up. Okay.
It'll take about 6 minutes to read, so get started.
All right, here we go. Superintendent Chalmers walked into Principal Skinner's house holding his favorite brand of Barbra Streisand wine. It took him a while to get to Skinner's house, but the thought of getting some nice hard cock was able to see him through. When Skinner heard the doorbell, he instantly ran to the door. When he opened it, he was greeted with his very sexy superintendent. Well, Seymour, I made it, despite your directions. This snapped Skinner out of his trance. Superintendent Chalmers, welcome. I hope that you are ready for an unforgettable fucking...
Unforgettable, baby.
Unforgettable fucking.
The two started to walk towards the table. While they were, Chalmers started to stare at Skinner from behind. Skinner was wearing a cooking apron and nothing else, as he was able to get a good view of Skinner's nice ass. But as he was looking, Skinner walked into the kitchen, so Chalmers decided to sit down and put Barbra Streisand wine in the ice bucket. Does Barbra Streisand have a wine?
Baby.
Yeah, does she have a wine?
I don't know, but I want to find out.
Yeah,
She does now.
In the kitchen, things were not going well for Skinner. Oh, ye gods! My Ass Blaster 9000 is ruined! Skinner had been working on a handmade Ass Blaster 9000 dildo. Unfortunately, he left it on the hot stove, and it was burning. Skinner wasn't sure what to do until he looked out his window and saw Krusty's dildo shop. Well, what if I were able to purchase an Ass Destroyer 9000 and pretend that it's my
Ass Destroyer, baby.
Ass Blaster 9000. Oh, oh, oh. Delightfully devilish, Seymour. Skinner then took off his apron, put some shorts on, and was about to hop out the window. However, Chalmers walked in to see him there with one leg out the window. Chalmers said, not sure what to make of the situation. Skinner, with his hot-ass body, superintendent gonna need to cure his blue balls. When you see Skinner's nice tight ass, there'll be butt sex in town tonight. Seymour! Chalmers yelled. Superintendent, I was just stretching my anus on the windowsill. Loosening exercise. Care to join me? This wasn't what Chalmers was focused on, even though seeing he did like seeing Skinner's sexy body. Why is there smoke coming off that dildo? Oh, that's not smoke, that's sex oil steam. It's infused the dildo to make it into an Ass Blaster 9000. Sex oil. Chalmers decided to believe this and stepped out of the kitchen with him gone. Skinner hopped out the window and ran to Krusty's dildos. He came back with a dildo that was almost like his, and he went back to Chalmers. Superintendent, I hope that you are ready for the mouth-watering Ass Destroyer 9000. I thought it was the Ass. I thought it was the Ass Blaster 9000. Skinner had to think of a way to change the subject. Oh no, you must have heard the wrong name. Anyways, want to try it out on my steamed hams? Skinner suggested as he pulled down his short shorts.
Steamy.
Chalmers agreed. He grabbed the dildo. However, as he grabbed it, he noticed something about it. You know, this Ass Destroyer 9000 is similar to the one they have at Krusty's dildos. Oh, patented Skinner dildo, old family product for an Ass Destroyer 9000. Yes! Skinner was beginning to worry that Chalmers was catching on to him. So you called yours the Ass Destroyer 9000, even though it has Krusty Dildo logo on it. Well, excuse me for a moment. Skinner then quickly walked in the kitchen, which was on fire now, and walked back out. Well, I think it's time for us to have some sex. Yeah, I think you're... Good Lord, what is happening in there, Chalmers? Yelled, pointing at the burning kitchen. Barbara Streisand concert? Skinner quickly replied.
Barbara Streisand, baby.
A Barbara Streisand concert? At this time of year? At this time of day? In this part of town? Localized in your kitchen? Skinner looked down for a moment before responding. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
May I see it? Chalmers asked. No. The two of them then proceeded to have hardcore gay sex. This, of course, included Skinner's steamed hams. But unfortunately for them, Chalmers had to leave for a meeting, so they stepped outside to have one last talk, all while Skinner's house burned. That was incredibly accurate to the episode.
Yeah, that's totally the whole steamed hams bit with the Northern Lights Aurora Borealis bit. Except there was no super gay sex in that scene. There should have been.
Hardcore. I love that they just like casually describe it. Yeah, they had hardcore gay sex.
I just like that the house is on fire the whole fucking time.
It reminds me of the Jar Jar one where they like went into great detail about the fight, and then he's just like,
Yeah.
and then they fucked, and it was good.
Are you ready for a good fucking?
I'm just stretching my anus out. You want to care to join me? Oh shit, that was a good find, Dina. That was bravo.
I was just trying to find. So I lost my Hanukkah one. I could not find it. I looked for forever to find it again, and then I was like, you know what? Let's ruin Zev's day and do a Barbara Streisand one. But then I couldn't find a Barbara Streisand one. All that I found was the Simpsons mentioning Barbara Streisand, and I was like, all right, well, this is what we're gonna do.
I like it. No,
By the way,
Simpsons and Barbara Streisand. That's a win.
In my search, by the way, my search history's ruined.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Sean. I'll send you my search history tonight, just like always.
I did find a website called Jewified.org, which you'll probably want to check out after the show, Dan. I'll send you a link. Don't worry, buddy.
I really do.
Oh my god, I hate it.
Dina, so okay. Because I can't move on from this, Dina. The Jewish soup porno. If we let you skip the parts and we just show your reactions to it, would you watch it?
If
He
there's
means
no sex,
show you like the parts where they're not actually having sex, just like the cheesy dialogue parts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you show me the no sex part, like
I don't know if we can edit it together.
That's
like,
a W right there. That's a W.
You're going to have to fast forward it yourself.
No, I could screen share it.
You can screen share it, and just,
I could edit it ahead of time. Really.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, as long as she gets the plot. Like I really want her to get the plot.
We all watch it for the plot. That's
No, that's what we're in. So you're in for a plot filled.
Disgusting.
Yeah, well, I'm okay with that. So, audience, you've heard it here. Dina is going to watch her first Jewish porno that we know of.
No, I'm not going to watch the sex part.
It's gonna be the G-rated cut.
The G-rated cut of the porno. I'm excited for this. I really want to know more. So yeah. All right.
I'm excited for your next segue.
I don't know how to segue from that to this. But guys, we are going to celebrate by lighting the menorah and getting this thing going. So let me go get it real quick and try not to burn down the house and do a little prayer. Sean, do you think in post you could like auto-tune my voice so that as I'm doing the prayer in auto-tune?
Yes, but I won't.
But I would.
While you do that, I'm gonna grab a White Claw. Oh.
A White Claw.
Wait, wasn't that in My Fair Lady? The rain in Spain. You have to do it without blowing out the candle.
Perfectly on. All right.
The rain in.
All right. So
I'm gonna do it
for our Gentile friends at home. You do one candle a night. You start with our middle candle here, and so normally on the first night you would do 3 prayers. I'm not going to do 3 here. I'm just going to do the main one that is said every night. And so you're going to get to hear me do a little bit of Hebrew here. So. Dina, do you have your menorah ready? Or are you going to join me?
I'll always join you.
That's why you're my world. So you always go from the far right all the way in until you get all the candles done. So, all right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu bo mitzvotav, vitzivanu lechadlik ner shel Hanukkah. All right. There we go. We got our candles in, if mine will stay. We've celebrated, but there's one thing left to do. Producer Sean! Do you have a special holiday treat for us?
I do. It's been a while, so bear with me. Put on your yarmulke, here comes Hanukkah. So much Hanukkah to celebrate Hanukkah. Hanukkah is the festival of lights. Instead of one day of presents, we get 8 crazy nights. So when you feel like the only kid in town without a Christmas tree, here's a list of people who are Jewish, just like you and me. Is volume good? Mix is good?
Yep, beautiful.
David Lee Roth lights the menorah. So do James Caan, Kirk Douglas, and the late Dinah Shora. Guess who eats together at the Carnegie Deli? Bowser from Chanukah and Arthur Fonzarelli. Paul Newman's half Jewish. Goldie Hawn's half too. Put them together, what a fine-looking Jew. Don't need deck the halls or jingle bell rock, 'cause you can spin a dreidel with Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock, both Jewish. Put on your yarmulke, it's time for Hanukkah. The owner of the Seattle Supersonicas celebrates Hanukkah.
Not a team anymore.
O.J. Simpson, not a Jew. Guess who is? Hall of Famer Rod Carew. He converted. We got Ann Landers and her sister, dear Abby. Harrison Ford's a quarter Jewish, not too shabby. Some people think that Ebenezer Scrooge is. Well, he's not, but guess who is? All 3 Stooges. So many Jews are in showbiz.
Tom Cruise isn't, but I heard his agent is. Tell your friend Veronica it's time to celebrate Hanukkah. I hope I get a harmonica on this lovely, lovely Hanukkah. So drink your gin and tonica and smoke your marijuana if you really, really wanna go. Have a happy, 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 happy Hanukkah. Yes, Sean! Yes! Let's go.
You done so good.
I kind of love Sean's singing voice. I just want this to be like a
He
segment.
does have a very good.
I know.
Got a bit like of a Tom Petty vibe going on, Sean.
Ooh,
I'll take it.
yeah, that's a total win. Yeah, I'm on board with that, man. So, audience, if you like producer Sean's singing voice, let us hear it in the comments so I can keep on peer pressuring him into singing more times in every episode.
He's gonna kill you.
Yeah, he will. I'm okay with that. I support it. I know my mom's gonna love it when she hears this episode. She's gonna be like, Sean, you have such a beautiful singing voice. I just want to hear more, Bubby.
It's like butter. It's like butter.
Blech.
Oh. That's a drink to that. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us for this incredibly special Hanukkah episode. Man, we love you guys. We love being here. We love that we're going to get to do all these holidays with you guys coming up. And guys, as always, you can check out our voicemail. You can give us a call at 347-69-WEIRD. That's 347-699-3473. Call now. All right. And guys, man, I'm so lucky that we had to do this all for you guys. That we do a silly little freaking podcast, and I love you guys all. Dina,
Number 7 in indie books.
yeah, we got in the top 10, bro. What the hell?
Good pods.
Good pods.
Add us on Good Pods.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can find me all the time on Twitter at Dan Q Writes Thing. That's Dan Q Writes Thing, not dank, not dance. And soon,
It's dance.
oh, it is dance for sure. And guess
Dance, baby, dance.
And guess
dance,
what?
Monkey, dance, monkey.
I'm going to take a quick second here because Dina, we can officially announce it. We have some pretty big freaking news that we've waited this entire episode.
Oh my god! I forgot!
And we haven't said anything about it.
Oh my god! Wait! Daniel!
Yeah, Dina. You tell
We're
him.
gonna
You
get
tell him.
published in a book together!
We're going to be in a book together.
Coming this spring, the Heroes Anthology from Lost Boys Press.
Yes. And listen, man, I've seen the authors that are in this book. I can't believe I get to share some pages with them, with my freaking best co-host friend and best friend over here, Dina. This is going to be the anthology, and this is going to be the one. We always talk about the beginning of this episode. You never forget your first time. This is going to be my first time, guys.
Mazel, mazel. Good things.
We're gonna be in a book together. How fucking crazy is that? Like, we did it.
Oh my god! And listen, we joke around a lot, and I try not to take myself too seriously, but it is a grind and it's a lot of work, and I wouldn't have been able to get this book to the point it is without Sean and Dina peer pressuring me into being like, stop being lazy, Daniel, fucking write. So thank you guys.
I wouldn't have submitted if Sean hadn't been like, no, you need to fucking do it. Like, he got on it, and he's the reason why I did it. I wasn't going to submit at all.
Yeah. So producer Sean bullied us both into being better writers. So, yeah, guys. So we are excited. Check out the Heroes Anthology coming spring 2022. There's so many good authors, and there's a lot of amazing stuff going on at Lost Boys Press. You guys want to check that out.
For sure.
All right, Dina. Where can folks find you on Twitter?
You can find me on Twitter, and you can DM me your cult questions so that we can continue doing cult content.
DM
At
her.
Dinasaurus D. That's D like D.
And producer Sean, where can the folks find you?
I'm gonna have a big old slice of lasagna.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
You can also find me at ChaseHoldU on Twitter.
Yes, sir. And guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been another great episode of Don't Make It Weird. I'm going to go have some chicken nuggies. Jazz hands, everyone.
Don't Make It Weird. Hosted by Daniel Quigley and Dinasaurus.
Produced and edited by me, Sean Holden. Music by Amaria. If you made it all the way to the end, let us know by writing Harrison Ford is Jewish in the comments below. And leave us a message at our voicemail box. We love to hear from you, and your message could be played in a future episode. Call us at 347-69-WEIRD. That's 347-699-3473. Happy Hanukkah, everyone, and we love you all.
Mazel, mazel. Good things.